You know, there are there's a lot of companies out here that, in my opinion, they will deliberately mislead drivers. You know, every driver out here, it doesn't matter if you own your own truck and you're trying to find a good carrier that you can lease onto and you can actually make some money with, or if you're a lease purchase guy looking for the best situation for you, or if you're even a company driver. There's a lot of, we'll say, misinformation that is given by recruiters, and a lot of details are left out. And in my opinion, that's, a lot of this stuff is very misleading. I know of one company in particular that they'll tell you you get a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and but then whenever you get their lease purchase paperwork and you start reading the fine print, that's not real money, because what they're doing is they're taking that sign-on bonus and they're applying it to other things. So, it's manipulating numbers. They don't tell you that. The recruiter will never tell you that. You go to their orientation, and I've talked to some people who've gone through it. You go to their orientation, and it's never mentioned, and it's definitely never explained. But then if you leave, I want to say it's within the first 90 days, maybe the first 6 months, I forget. But if you leave within a specific period of time, then you owe them that $5,000 to a figure. So it's not real money for you. However, if you leave, it could turn into real money for them. Doesn't seem quite right. But there's the promise of miles and the promise of home time. And a lot of times these things just don't turn out to be what they say. There was a guy in New Boston, Texas, several weeks back that I talked to, and he recognized me from the videos as a good looking Western star. He recognized me from the videos and asked me if I'm who he thought I was. And we got to talking, and this man said he's been on the road for 8 months. During that 8 months, he's not been home one single time. He was on his last week. He's already got a new job lined up. He'd been with his company for 3 years, and nothing they told him turned out to be true. And I'm not going to give a lot of the details because I don't want to expose who he is. But the reality of it is that there were a lot of empty promises made to him, just like there are empty promises made to others in the industry every single day of the year. I've said many times that people need to take their time and research the company. You need to not only get the paperwork, whether you're going to be an employee or you're going to be a lease purchase guy, or you own your own truck and you're going to be a lease operator who's running under someone else's authority. Regardless of what it is, you need to know the details up front before you sign on the dotted line, before you become a part of their organization. They ain't going to give it to you if you don't ask. And sometimes, I remember one time a guy with Pam Transportation, I'd asked to review their lease purchase paperwork because I wanted to do a video on it. Well, that's proprietary information. Proprietary information means that you don't put that information out for public consumption. But when you have hundreds and even thousands over the course of several years, thousands of lease purchase operators coming through, signing this paperwork, and they're taking it home, they've got copies of it and all of this, That is not proprietary information. Proprietary information is how the source code that Apple has for their operating system. And so, he wouldn't share the paperwork with me. Companies like that, in my opinion, do that because they got something to hide, and they know damn well they got something to hide. So, I can't stress enough. You guys need to take your time, do your homework, do the research, learn as much as you can about these companies. You can see companies' CSA scores, you know, very easily. Just go online and look. It's public record. Uh, a lot of these companies that are, actively recruiting new drivers, they have a horrible CSA score, and their CSA score is indicative of how often you're going to get pulled in to a scale house. When you're going across getting weight, how many times they're going to pull you over for a random roadside survey or inspection because whenever that DOT officer sees you going down the road, he runs that company name of that MC number or that DOT number. Well, then it gives him all the information he needs to know about that carrier. So just keep this in mind. Take your time, do your research, read, learn as much as you can before you jump on their bandwagon, okay? You guys take care, be safe, and I'll see you down the road. Bye.